All right, today I'm here with Michelle. We trained some back at Kraft Station here in Germany, Cologne, and we are here for FIBO.
So we started with the lat pull downs. We were looking around the gym to see what kind of machines they had, and a lot of the equipment's pretty solid. We did more of like a wide grip to neutral grip for them, warmed up a little bit. The machine was super smooth, got a good little startup pump, and we did about 12 to 15 reps depending. Went a little bit heavier. Chris ended with a drop set. Good up, Chris. And then we moved on to...
We did dumbbell rows. You know, just like any new gym you go to, you kind of get a feel for the equipment because obviously a lat pull down from one gym is different than the other. I always prefer weight stack versus plate loaded, so we both decided we're gonna definitely run with that. And we did dumbbell rows. The only obstacle with dumbbell rows is obviously, you know, us Americans, we don't really know quickly about kilograms. I know a little bit about them, you know, 2.2 pounds per kilogram. So kind of looking at the dumbbells and kind of picking what you normally use at home was a little different. And some of them did 10 kilogram jumps, you know, which is almost 25 pounds. So, you know, when we're adjusting the weight, and I didn't have wrist wraps today, so I kind of had to make do with what we had. But it was still pretty good. I still got a good, you know, good squeeze, good pump. Not to mention after all the travel from the US, you're a little tight and bound up. So didn't want to opt doing barbell rows or anything more technical.
My pump was almost non-existent because of that, but it was still a good workout regardless. Yeah, Chris is one weight because of the kilo jump. It literally looked like a small child. But the grips were different. They were really good overall. And then after the dumbbell rows, we moved on to the seated cable row. We had more of like the house V-bar grip. And that was super smooth. It was tilted at like a slight angle.
Yeah, different pull.
Different pull, definitely.
It made it feel harder almost than a normal.
Absolutely, but it was smooth enough where you could still go heavy, you know? So we did around the same rep range and then did a drop set with that at the end. That felt really, really good. For some reason, the machines here just feel smoother than the ones I'm used to. Back at home.
It's that German engineering.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they drive Mercedes for the taxis, so that's like our Honda, you know? A little jealous of that. But that was super, super smooth movement. And then after that, we moved on to...
Yeah, we did this like old school, or rather plate, weight stack row, and just that line of pull, it was great. I could really crank weight and not have any issues with my shoulder. I was able to get a full retraction, protraction of my shoulder blades, got a good mind-muscle connection, and it was definitely probably the most comfortable machine I used as far as you know, getting good mind-muscle connection, being able to pull really hard, heavy, without feeling tendon pulls in your biceps or your shoulders. But that was my favorite. And too bad sometimes when you try new equipment, you want to do it again next week.
Absolutely.
But we won't be here next week.
That machine for me felt like super duper heavy. I guess maybe that's one of my weaker areas, but honestly, like Chris said, it was such a comfortable position, like nothing hurt. It just really isolated like your outer lats, so you're able to fully extend. I had to sit on a little 25-pound plate. I need a little booster, as Chris would say. But it was a killer machine. I mean, I've never seen anything like it, and it looked so simple, but it was so effective at the end. So it was a pretty solid workout here at Kraft Station.
And then her and I were talking about earlier, like what we're both used to training. She's used to training like 4 to 5 exercises, doing more sets. I'm used to lower volume. I usually do 3 exercises for back or 4, and usually do 3 sets each.
Yeah, no, switching it up too. I adapt some of Chris's ways, but I'm still learning, you know, the effectiveness of the less reps and the heavier weight and developing the mind and muscle. I mean, that in itself is a skill, and it takes practice, it takes time, it takes repetition. So even just switching it up too sometimes is good to, you know, just fatigue the muscles one day and bang them out the reps, and then go heavier like the next 4 weeks. But overall, it was solid. We compromised. We did like 4 exercises, and
felt good.
Felt really good.
Especially considering our nutrition status and our sleep status.
Non-existent right now.
Yeah, nutrition status 50%, sleep status 10%.
But it was awesome. This is a pretty sick gym. Definitely wish we could work out here more, but can't fly to Germany every week.
All right, guys, Michelle and I trained some back today. We had a great workout at the Kraft gym. And check out Universal USA for this video and many more. And we're gonna go catch some food.